Oi, oi.
Hey mate,
How you going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm pretty good, mate. How's the body? How's the mind?
Body's good. Body's good. Haven't been pushing myself too hard. A few walks here and there with Zoe and the likes, catching up with a few coffees. The mind, a bit burnt out, getting to the pointy end of the semester. Bit of work, uni work to do, but traveling all right. How about you? How's the body?
Very
How's the
nice.
mind?
Body's not too bad and reasonable, Nick. Had a bit of a PT last night. My traps are absolutely murdering me. Mine's pretty good. Had an exam this week. Got it done. Got the P, which is great. And I've just got an assignment, so sort of a neutral zone. Not too
Neutral
relaxed, but
zone.
not too stressed. So it's pretty good like that. Would you like to hear what we got on for the show this week?
Tell me.
Okay, so we're going to go through our gem. So if anyone who didn't watch last week, talk about something we're grateful for, so someone we're empathizing with, and what's given us a bit of mindfulness. We're very lucky this week, Blake. We've got a very fantastic guest in Chloe Mutzes.
Yep.
We are then having a bit of a chat to her. She's telling us a bit about herself and some things that work for her. And then
Yep.
we're just doing a bit of a vibe check at the end. So going through some things to build up the vibe. So should be a
No
bit of a
worries.
short, sweet one. And hopefully it's better than last week's Muzzle.
I'm
Beautiful.
moving new location this week to
New
avoid
location. Love that.
the Wi-Fi in an underground location.
I was about to
Top
say it's got a good vibe to that. Very man cave like. Very man cave like.
Yeah, can't reveal those. Top secret.
Top secret. Very big fan of that. Very big fan of that. Oh, how good. Chloe, here we go. Let's get Chloe back in. We'll get Chloe in.
Let's get her in.
Very lucky. She was quick, smart to get into it. So she saved the day here.
Here she is.
Chloe, how you going?
Hello, I'm good. How are you guys?
Oh,
Very good.
quite dandy.
Thank you.
Quite dandy. Well, thank you so much for coming on to the show this week, or the update, whatever you call this. As you know, we've got a few things we're going to rip through, and I reckon we should get started with our gem. So, Blarko, would you like to do the honours first, mate? Something grateful for, someone you're empathising with, and something gives you a bit of mindfulness.
Something I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for the fact that things are starting to look up. I've been talking a bit to my family. They're all in regional Victoria, and they're all starting to get out and do stuff, go and see each other. So yeah, grateful for that. Empathise. Who do I empathise with? Oh, probably us in Melbourne, still stuck with the light at the end of the tunnel, not seeming very close. And bit of mindfulness. What do you mean by that again? So something that
something gives you a bit of zen, something that balances the mind. I guess want to go in that space.
Just walking, going for walks, getting a coffee. Somewhat normal. You walk around, you see everybody's running around with their dogs and stuff. So it makes you feel a little bit normal. So that's probably me for this week. What about you?
Beautiful. Grateful for. I'm pretty grateful that I was able to hop the border to New South Wales and do my uni. So I'm officially done my semester 1 must class, which is fantastic. That's what I'm grateful for. Who I empathise for would be probably the current Year 12 group. I didn't realise how many things they don't get this year. Like they don't get their, I think they don't get their formal, their just parties. There's just so much they aren't able to experience, which is pretty grim because that was probably the best part about Year 12. Mindfulness wise, this week, I think last week I said going to bed early. I've thrown that out, but I've gone for playing the guitar. I found that very good, very good. Nailing a few songs, slowly nailing a few songs, and yes, that has got me very mindful. Chloe, what have you been doing? Give us your spiel.
Yeah, so what is it most grateful for?
Grateful for.
I would be just grateful for my family and friends. I've got a really good support network, and I'm down in Warrnambool at the moment, so I'm lucky for that. Just been chilling down here, which has been nice. What's my next one? Empathy.
Empathy.
I would say at the moment, I am pretty lucky that I'm in a safe household to be in lockdown in either wherever I am. So I empathise with people who don't have that. So, you know, domestic violence, stuff like that, you know, you can't really be in a safe environment locked down there. So my heart goes out to people in that. And my mindfulness, I'd probably be the same. Music, you know, playing some guitar. I've been doing some craft. So,
Craft.
Like that. What craft?
What
are
have you
trying?
crafted?
Well, I've got something. I've taken up embroidery, but I couldn't find my t-shirt that I embroidered. So I'll show you. Mum got me some clay. So I made some little sculptures.
Very nice.
Yeah. So
Nice.
little crafty things.
Brilliant.
Very nice. All right. So, Chloe, would you like to take us on a little bit of a trip, your journey with mental health, and if you want to give us like a brief summary of that, if you're comfortable, of course.
Of course. I have had a pretty long mental health journey. I think that I was first diagnosed with OCD when I came out of like year 6 or something ridiculous. Got over that, and then was diagnosed with depression and anxiety in like year 10. Over the years, was medicated a few times, which is fine. I think there's a bit of stigma around that, which if you need to be medicated, then do it. Had a few bouts with things like self-harm to cope, which is not a great way to cope, but you know, you've got to do what you've got to do. I've been clean from that for about a year, and I'm in a really good place at the moment. I've got a great support network. So I'm pretty good.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for letting us know about that and getting us in your world. Quick question. We've got a few ones we want to talk about. What are some things that help you with your mental health? Some things you do, and some other maybe some things that don't work. Is there anything that you know you've tried and hasn't been super successful?
Yeah, I'd say that things that help, I think, just being conscious of when I'm getting bad. Like, you know, I can go through a long period of time of being fine, and then just knowing those signs when things are getting bad again, just getting on top of that early is the best thing to do. Stuff like just getting exercise, trying to stay on top of that. Doing some music, crafty things. Yeah, like just keeping yourself busy, I guess, especially now. Things that don't work, I'd say going out and getting pissed all the time. I think that was a big thing, especially on college. I think that was kind of the norm. But I don't think that's a very healthy thing to be doing. Like, you know, go out every now and then, but not all the time. But yeah, that's probably the gist of it, I think.
Yep.
Does that answer that question?
Fair enough. Yeah. So, is there anything like sort of like you had to adjust or anything like different that you've had to try during like the last 6 months with coronavirus and all that? Like, because some of the normal avenues that you would have used may not be available or as available. So, yeah, is there anything else that you've tried? Anything that's worked? Anything that hasn't worked during the last 6 months that you wouldn't have normally done?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty lucky at the moment. I'm in a pretty good place mentally. So I wasn't seeing any psychologist or anything, so I didn't have to do any of the Zoom stuff, which I'm glad, because apparently that's pretty tough. But I don't know, I think just try, like, it sounds pretty dumb just to say stay positive, but you know, just do the little things, go for a walk, try to make it as fun as possible, have little dinner parties, just try to make it seem less like lockdown, I guess. Does that make sense? I don't know, just
No,
pretending.
absolutely. Yeah, 100%. 110%.
Yep.
Beautiful. That gets us into the last bit of the show, which is called our vibe builder. So pretty much we're just going to go through a few things that lift you up when you need a bit of a kick up, and you know, maybe say what you were doing before COVID and then what you're doing now. So some of them obviously will change, but the first one is things you do, some activities you do to get you up and about.
I think I've already said, but just like playing guitar and doing, I think going out and seeing friends, that's one that has changed.
Yeah.
Walking the dog. I've got a 16-year-old dog who likes to go for a very short walk. She can't go very far anymore, but stuff like that. Going for a swim at the beach. I really love swimming at the beach. You guys, I've gone surfing with. I wouldn't say it's surfing, but but just I don't
All
know.
the gear, no idea really, but yeah, fair.
Good try.
I'm yet to see either of you doing that, but
Yeah.
Can
What
I get
about
out from here?
Is there anything you watch or you listen to that you do?
I'm a sucker for. That's another thing that I do when like you just need to chill out is just watch some Netflix. I think that that's an underrated way to practice self-care. I have watched Money Heist recently, which is a pretty stressful show, but binge that in a few days. Listening to, I'd love to say podcasts, but I don't really do podcasts.
I'm a big podcast fan.
I guess I just listen to music that I can relate to at the time, I think.
Yeah. Beautiful. Well, that's knocked off the next question. What music do you listen to? What about your social interactions? How do you go about that? Obviously, I've got a big one that's changed, but how have you sort of done, pre-COVID to the current condition we're in now?
I think the first lockdown was pretty rough because, you were just cut off from your friends. I think once you got used to it, and I think I've done a few Zoom catch-ups, probably not enough, but I was lucky that I was living with a group of people that I really enjoyed to live with. So I just kind of kept my social circle there. But then post-COVID, I'm just very excited to see all my friends. I haven't really seen them in quite a considerable amount of time. I think I caught up with Blake in the brief period of time that we had, and you, Andy, which was nice.
Yeah.
Just, get out and do something. But yeah, hopefully soon it will be face-to-face because I'm not very good at Zooms.
Yeah. It takes a while to sort of get around them. Yeah. Very nice. Well,
I consider myself a Zoom specialist.
Yeah, no.
Well, that rolls into our last question. What beds do you get around? Like get you up and about? I'm interested about this one. Don't have to be alcoholic, but if it is, more than welcome to spice up.
I think as I said last time, I watched Richie Slim before about it has been a bit more alcohol in COVID, which isn't great, but I'm a sucker for a Pinot Noir, cheeky Pinot every now and then. I'm not huge on the more heavy red, or cider to wind down, but I'm a sucker for a cup of tea. That's my wind down drink. Cup of tea at the end of the night with like some Kit Kat.
Ooh, very nice. What type of tea are we talking? Are we talking like an Old English or I don't know?
An Old English. Yeah, an English is my go-to. But like the herbal, I'm not huge on herbals, but like a nice peppermint tea is good. I'm a sucker for a peppermint tea. But coffee also in the mornings.
Yeah. What's your coffee order?
My coffee order is just a latte. I'm boring. I don't have any bougie special milks or anything like that. Are you the same, Blake?
Yeah, I'm a latte man.
It just sounds so boring.
Don't mind the odd flat white. The odd flat white. Or just like the long black.
Ooh. A long black?
Don't mind. Yeah, I've gotten into coffee, black coffee.
Ooh.
A bit stronger.
Change the time.
You'd be wired.
How good.
What's that?
Well, that's, I think, all we have on paper. Blyke, have you got anything you want to chime in with?
No, that's pretty much it for me. Just answer all the questions. So
yeah,
been good, been real, been good.
It's been real good, I'd say. A build up from last week, with all due respect to the Rashad. But Chloe, thanks so much for telling us some great advice and just a bit about your story. And we really appreciate it. And I think everyone listening at home, in any form you're listening to this, will really appreciate it. So thank you so much for that. You've been an excellent guest.
Thanks for having me. I'm very honoured to be here.
No worries.
Very nice. Thank you very much.
No worries.